Hey everybody, you know what this is, another B.F.A.M. back to basic cooking episode. You know what we're going to do? We're going to go back to the most important meal of the day, which is breakfast. You know why I'm saying that? Because I love something called eggs. You know how it started for us. Eggs on eggs on eggs, eggs on eggs on eggs. Well, we're going to do the most basic egg recipe you can think of, which is an omelet. A nice cheesy, creamy omelet we're going to make for you coming up. What do you start with eggs? Obviously, we're making an omelet today. Like I said, you need eggs. An omelet here in the United States, at least if I go out and buy it, it generally is 3 eggs. So we'll start with 3 eggs, 3 basic large eggs, grade A. I don't know where you'll find them less than that, but grade A is what we have. The difference between a white egg and a brown egg is that the outside is white and the inside is still a regular egg. That's basically it. You'll need something simple, like you'll need a heat source. I would suggest, it doesn't matter whether you have an induction plate like this. I'm just trying to change up the angle for you guys to see a little bit different. Or you can use your regular gas oven or electric oven. Just set on really low is where we're gonna go. You need some butter. I prefer butter with my omelets. It's a lot easier. You can use cooking spray, but I mean a lot easier and it adds a little bit more flavor. Obviously, the sweet and the brown, as they like to say. You need some salt. You need some nice toasted black pepper. In this particular case, we're going to make an omelet with a little bit of cheese in it and on it. So we're going to have a little bit of onions, and in our omelet, we're going to be using some Boursin cheese, which is a garlic and herb fine cheese, or fine herb cheese. Yeah, that's it. It'll make that omelet very, very smooth for you. And then I'm going to top it with a little bit of that aged, extra sharp cheese, in my case cheddar, just to finish it off with a little bit of green onions. I hope you like it. Let's get started.
All right, so we have an induction plate here. We're going to set it on medium-low, 400 degrees, as you can see. The nice thing about this device is that it's going to keep the temperature exactly at what you set it at. It's not going to go higher, it's not going to go lower. It's just going to be right there in the middle at 400 degrees. So anyway, we're going to start and set this temperature and see how it is. Why don't we get some butter into the pan, and we're going to use, about a quarter, maybe a tablespoon of butter. As you can see, approximately that much off of your stick of butter. Why don't we get our spatula out so we don't scratch our brand new pans from Boursin? Move that butter around the pan. Add a little bit of salt. Add a little salt right now because we want to make sure that it's completely mixed throughout the eggs. Look how slowly that butter is melting in that pan. And now it's time to pour that eggs right in there. Perfect. Let's get some black pepper on it and let's let it cook. As you can see, the curd is starting to form. Just want to push it a little bit, try and make it nice and fluffy for you. Nice and slow. Nice and slow. You don't want your eggs to be overcooked. You don't want them to have any color. You want them to be just cooked. A perfect omelet is always just cooked. Yeah, let's see what we got here. Looks like it's almost ready. Yep, here it is. Yes. The eggs are starting to cook on the bottom. Got to move them around a little bit so they don't get any color. It's almost time to add that cheese in there. Let's get some Boursin in there. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna add that nice creamy cheese in the middle. Give it some time to warm up and melt into the omelet so that you have that nice cheesy, herby, garlicky consistency in the middle. It's gonna be perfect. There it is. Looks like it's time to scrape down the edges. You don't want the edges to stay up because it could burn and or give it color. We don't want color. We want it not to have any color except for just be cooked. We want to keep it towards the center so that when we roll it, we can get it to form that omelet shape. You know, it looks sort of like a burrito. You know, we want it to be nice and together and all as one unit. Omelet, cylinder, deliciousness. It's about that time to add some green onion. You want to sprinkle some green onion across. Add that nice fresh flavor of cream goodness. Little taste of onion. Okay, then we're going to start to roll it onto itself to try and make that burrito sort of shape. You know, omelet shape is what we're really achieving. We want to get it to set on itself so that we can get the inside to cook as it just slowly cooks there. Try and roll it into a burrito. That's the whole goal here. So we can form that up, put a little cheese on to keep the cheese on the inside, and then we're going to put the cheese on the top. It's going to be great. If you notice, there's no color on the omelet, just cooked. A nice yellow and white, consistent. We're gonna try and roll it again. We're gonna get that cheese to stay in the middle, and we're gonna make sure that it gets completely cooked on both sides, not runny. So again, we wanna work it to one side so we can get it to roll onto itself. Look at all that beautiful goodness in the middle. It's going to be a perfect omelet, I tell you. Light, fluffy omelet. Why don't we get that cheese on top? Now that it's rolled onto itself, and let that cheese start to melt, and then we'll roll the whole omelet on top of the cheese on this low temperature so that the cheese will melt just as much as the other. Not going to be as hard or as firm. I can't wait for you to try this. This looks good. Let's roll the omelet on top of the cheese so that it will melt. There you go. Just give it a few more minutes like this. The cheese will melt, it will soften and melt, and then you can easily plate it. It's going to be a perfect omelet. I can't wait for you to have it.
So, if you see this omelet, I'm telling you, all you have to do is just be patient. Patience for cooking is important. When you get into this omelet, you're gonna understand what I'm talking about. It's gonna be light, it's gonna be fluffy, it's gonna be cheesy, with that little touch of herb and onion, a little bit of garlic. I put some toast on it next to it because I want to be able to sop up that cheesy goodness. I can't wait for you to try this. Let me get into mine. Look at that. Smooth. Goodness. Can't wait for you to have it. Check out this omelet recipe and other recipes in the rest of the channel. Jerome, see you later.